Morning and thank you for the opportunity to present my study. The title of this presentation is Core Strength Training and Youth Swimming Performance Evidence from Jiangxi Provincial Swimming Team. The study focuses on whether a structured core strength and balance training program can improve swimming performance among youth athletes. In competitive swimming, small improvement can make a major difference. Therefore, this research looks not only at the race time but also at stroke efficiency, core strength, and balance ability. The main purpose of this presentation is to share the key findings from the study and explain how these findings can be useful for coach and youth swimming programs. This presentation is organized into four main parts. First, I will explain why the study matters, especially in relation to swimming performance and youth athlete development. Second, I will describe how the study was tested, including the research design, participants, and measurement. Third, I will present what improved after the intervention, focusing on swimming time, stroke characteristic, core strength, and balance ability. Finally, I will explain how coach can use these findings in practical training. The main message is clear. After 12 weeks, the experimental group become faster, stronger, and more technically efficient. Swimming performance is decided by very small physical and technical advantages. Unlike land-based sports, swimmers move through water and water resistance can strongly affect speed. Poor body position increase drag. Even small instability in the trunk, hips, or body line can slow the swimmer down. This is why body alignment is very important in swimming. The trunk is also important because it links the arms and legs. During freestyle swimming, force is produced by the arms and legs, but this force must pass through a stable trunk. If the core is weak, energy may be wasted. For youth swimmers, training must also be safe and targeted. More pool volume alone may not be enough. Young athletes need training that improves movement quality, body control, and performance efficiency. The purpose of this study was to test whether a 12-week core strength and balance program could improve youth swimmers' race performance and stroke efficiency. The main research question was, does a 12-week core strength and balance program improve youth swimmers' swimming performance and related physical mechanism? To answer this question, the study focused on four main outcomes. First, 100-meter freestyle time was measured as the main performance outcome. Second, stroke rate and stroke length were measured to examine swimming technique and efficiency. Third, core muscular strength was assessed using track endurance test. Fourth, land-based and water-based balance ability were measured. Together, these outcomes allow us to understand not only whether swimmers become faster, but also why they become faster. The study used a controlled pre-test and post-test design. A total of 30 youth swimmers from Jiangxi provincial swimming team participated in the study. They were divided into two groups, an experimental group with 15 swimmers and a control group with 15 swimmers. Both groups continue their normal swimming training. However, the experimental group received an additional 12-week core strength and balance training program. Before the intervention, all swimmers completed baseline tests. After 12 weeks, the same measurements were repeated. This allowed the study to compare changes over time and determine whether the experimental group improved more than the control group. The measured variable included swimming time, stroke characteristic, core strength, and balance ability. Before discussing the finding, it is important to confirm that the two groups were similar at the beginning of the study. The table shows that there were no significant baseline difference between the experimental group and control group. Their age, height, weight, 100-meter freestyle time, and stroke length were similar before training. The first major finding is that swimmers in the experimental group become faster. After 12 weeks of core strength and balance training, the experimental group reduced their 100-meter freestyle time from 68.52 seconds to 55.87 seconds. This is an improvement of 2.65 seconds or 3.87%. In swimming, this is a meaningful improvement because competitive results are often decided by very small and tiny time difference. The control group also improved slightly, but their improvement was much smaller. This shows that normal swimming training alone had limited impact during the same period. Therefore, the results suggest that adding structured core strength and balance training can produce additional performance benefits for youth swimmers. The second finding is related to stroke efficiency. The experimental group did not by moving their arms faster. Instead, they become more efficient. Their stroke rate decreased slightly by 2.33%, while their stroke length increased clearly by 7.69%. This means each stroke carried the swimmer farther through the water. That is an important sign of better swimming efficiency. In contrast, the control group showed only small changes. Their stroke length increased by just 1.95. This finding is important because the efficiency of swimmers do not rely on high stroke frequency. They are able to produce stronger and more effective stroke while maintaining body alignment. The improvement in stroke length suggests better force application, better trunk control, and less wasted movement. The third finding shows strong improvement in core muscular strength. The study measured four trunk endurance indicators: supine, double leg raise, front back extension, left side raise, and right side raise. The experimental group, all four core strength measured, improved greatly. The improvement ranged from 30.7% to 36.7%. This shows balanced development of the front, back, and side trunk muscles. The control group showed small improvement, but these were much lower, only about 8 to 10%. This is important because swimming requires full trunk stability. The fourth finding is the balance ability improved clearly, especially in the experimental group. The study measured both land-based and water-based balance. This is important because swimming requires body control in the water, not only land. The experimental group improved land statistic balance by 31% and water statistic balance by 33.2%. They also improved land dynamic balance by 9.4% and water dynamic balance by 12.7%. The water-based balance findings are especially meaningful because swimmers must constantly control their body position while breathing, rotating, kicking, and pulling through the water. Better balance helps swimmers maintain a stable body line. It also reduces unnecessary movement and help them keep an efficient position during swimming. This supports the improvement in stroke length and 100-meter performance. This section explains the overall pathway of improvement. The intervention worked through several connected mechanisms. Core strength training improved trunk stability. Then, better trunk stability improved force transfer between the upper and lower body. Inherent, improved force transfer helped swimmers achieve longer stroke length. Finally, longer stroke length contributed to faster 100-meter freestyle performance. The correlation results support this explanation. Longer stroke length was linked with faster swimming time, with the correlation of R equals to negative 0.634. This means swimmers with longer stroke length tended to achieve faster times. Core strength and balance were also linked with faster performance. To conclude, the study shows that core strength training is a practical performance tool for youth swimmers. The experimental group improved in four important areas. They become faster, their stroke length increased, their core strength improved, and their balance ability become better. For coaches, there are several practical recommendations. First, train the full core, include the front, back, and side of the trunk. Second, include balance regulation tasks to improve postural control in water. Third, monitor stroke length, not only swimming time, because stroke length shows swimming efficiency. Fourth, progress gradually to keep training safe for the youth athletes. The final conclusion simple. Core strength and balance training can help youth swimmers swim faster by improving body control, stroke efficiency, and force transfer. Thank you. I welcome